another gadget report. Let's talk gadgets. And today I'm going to talk about something that is very exciting, but I feel a little bit conflicted about. I'm talking about a plan or an agreement that was signed between American Airlines and Google for SAF production and emissions offset. So come with me and let's see what this is about. So let's see what this agreement is about. American Airlines announced on a press release that it had signed an agreement with giant tech company Google for SAF certificates. According to the press release, this agreement will unlock 132 liters of SAF in a period of 3 years, which will translate into an equivalent reduction in carbon emissions of 300,000 tons of carbon. So this is in principle, is a very good deal. I'll make my comment about all of this at the end of the video. So this is the deal. American Airlines will produce and take delivery of the fuel for Chicago O'Hare International Airport through their existing infrastructure. The SAF portion will be produced from waste feedstocks and cooking oils, as it is usually the case. Google will get the SAF certificates to offset their emissions with employee business travel, etc. The article also says that this agreement enables American Airlines to secure a long-term SAF offtake with Valero Marketing and supply company, reinforcing the airline's commitment to SAF. So let's see what I think about this, because I have a little bit of a conflicting opinion, or should I say a different opinion on this. I have something to say about this agreement. I have to say I welcome American Airlines' commitment to SAF, which I believe it is a very positive step in the right direction for the airline and for aviation in general. You know how I've been saying this and how committed I am for this, and how I like to promote and talk about all these initiatives every single time airline goes on an initiative like this. I like to talk about it and I like to promote it because I think it is a very, very good thing. As we know, SAF can reduce emissions by up to 80% compared to traditional jet fuel, and it's a fantastic way to reduce emissions in a sector usually blamed for most of the emissions in the planet, which we know it's not the case. I've already made a few videos about that with real statistics, but we cannot run away from being blamed for that. But we cannot argue that with the fact that aviation industry produce high emissions and it needs to do something about it. That although although the aviation industry is not the biggest polluter, well, it is one of them and something needs to be done about it. I believe the industry has been working in that direction. I've been producing many videos, and it's been a lot of airlines that are committed to this. Even plane manufacturers, as we know, planes are more fuel efficient. Some of them already using SAF, etc., etc. So I think it is a good thing. So I have been making videos, and from airlines, governments, companies around the world to improve production of SAF and other environmentally friendly technologies for aviation. So I think overall there is a commitment for that. However, I cannot say I am supportive of the offset system. I have to say I am critical of Google whilst American Airlines makes a real effort to produce that SAF and to improve their carbon footprint, Google simply writes a check and does nothing, quite frankly. This is not reducing carbon emissions. This is paying for someone else's effort. Companies can do way better than this. Yes, arguably, the money that Google is paying to American Airlines is helping them to get the production of stuff going, get all this infrastructure, etc. Yes, so in a way, is a positive aspect of it. However, from Google itself, it's not really an effort, it's just a paycheck. So I'm a bit critical, not just of Google, obviously, there's a lot of companies that resort to exact same method to claim that they are doing something for the environment. Well, I'm a bit critical of that. Doing something for the environment is actually taking steps to reduce your carbon footprint. Just paying some other company to offset your carbon footprint is not really doing something, in my view. One can argue that the money they pay for these certificates can be reinvested in SAF by the airline, and yes, it is, and it's correct. The article talks about it. It's correct. It can, and it will. The airline says it. It will secure their long-term SAF offtake with Valero Marketing and Supply Company. Good. This means that the airline will continue to boost SAF production and use. The airline will keep reducing their emissions, but Google will keep business as usual. Yes, they are investing in the whole process and helping American Airlines achieve their goal, but they are not truly changing their behaviors or making a real effort to reduce their own carbon footprint. This is what I am critical about. So what I'm very critical of this position, not only by Google, as I said, but from a lot of other companies that use these offset agreements, is they're not really doing any good. They're not really making that effort. Yes, they are investing their money so the other company creates more infrastructure, gets the production of stuff going, etc., etc., which is a positive step. Yes, obviously it is. It's a fact. But they themselves, their company, basically continues business as usual. They claim it's to offset the business travel, the employee business travel. So they will keep on traveling. They will keep on doing all of this. So what changes are Google implementing in their company in order to be more environmentally friendly? That's my question. And that is what I am honestly critical about. And as I mentioned, not just Google, this particular press release, because the article was signed with American Airlines. So in this particular article, Google is mentioned, but Google is not alone. There's a lot of other companies that do exactly the same thing. So what do you think? What would you do? I would like to know your opinion on this. Let's keep the chat going. So for today, I hope you liked this video today. I hope you it made you think about this topic because honestly, it's kind of a topic that it's not discussed enough, I think. Um, it is one that sometimes uh, comes out in articles, etc. Companies doing these offset agreements, uh, you know, advertising that they are doing something for the environment, blah, 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 blah. Um, in fact, even some airlines, and I think these days almost all airlines, when you buy your ticket, you can pay for offset your carbon emissions. Um, and is this really doing something? I don't think. I think doing something is changing behaviors, is doing something that is really positive for the environment. Just writing a check, uh, it's not really doing anything, quite frankly. Yeah, it is indirectly, yes, they, as I said, they are doing something. They are helping American Airlines in the production of the SAF and everything else. Yeah, it is indirectly, but that's all on American Airlines. That's American Airlines that is doing it. They are producing the SAF. They are reducing their emissions. Google doesn't. They just keep business as usual. And this is what I'm critical about. Is that, yeah, okay, you could sign these agreements, you could help other companies or other industries invest in being more environmentally friendly. Yeah, I agree with that. But you also need to change your behaviors in order to make that effort yourself. So I think this is what I'm critical about and why I'm a little critic about these offset agreements and these offset payments, etc., etc. Because in my view, I don't think um, I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think. I mean, it's not 100% bad, but it does not solve the problem, and it's not a real effort into changing things. That's where I'm coming from on this. So what is your opinion? I want to hear from you. Leave in the comments below. Do you agree with these offset agreements? Do you agree? Do you think that this is actually something to change behaviors, um, or you like me are a little bit conflicted about these sort of agreements because you think that the companies are just writing a check and not really making an effort to change? So I want to hear your comments below. If you have any questions that you would like me to answer, please put in the comments below. Or if you would like to suggest a topic for me to talk about in these gadget reports, do the same, a comment below. And put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. I'll see you next week. Have a good one and fasten your seat belts. We are about to hit some turbulence. Bye.